Next story, Dubai's floating underwater train has once again become all the rage. Now the word ambition and Dubai go hand in hand. And speaking of which, a huge ambitious project was proposed back in 2018 by the UAE's National Advisor Bureau that would have seen a floating underwater bullet train connecting Mumbai to the UAE. Now, although the project has been shelved, the internet can't help but express fascination over the ultra-futuristic water train. Now, be amazed, a YouTube account with nearly 10 million subscribers just recently, they shared a video explaining the workings of the train, and people in the comments were just so glad that Dubai projects are getting the attention they deserve on an international level.
It's just crazy. So the Fujairah Mumbai subsea tunnel train, which by the way has been shelved, but it's currently still at the concept stage, and it has 2,000-kilometer journey that would take 2 hours of underwater travel. So kind of like the England to France, there's an underwater train. The main benefits of the project are transporting passengers, obviously tourists and workers between the UAE as well as other GCC countries and India, export oil and gas, transporting goods and commodities between both nations, and much more.
Now, apart from the train that would function on magnetic levitation technology, the National Advisor... You don't know levitation technology, magnetic levitation?
I don't know.
It's like the magnets, right? I don't know, but they just cause the train to levitate. So it doesn't, it's frictionless travel. There's no friction because the train levitates. So it's kind of basically like it works with the magnetic field.
I feel like we were here and now we've just like arrived at Hogwarts and Hermione's there and she's discussing this train.
But it's better than Hogwarts, Casey, because the Hogwarts train had wheels. This one's gonna have nothing.
Magnetic levitation.
Magnetic levitation.
Levitation.
And the National Advisor Bureau Limited also brought forth the UAE Iceberg project proposed back in 2018. Now, the UAE Iceberg project would have put the UAE on the glacial tourism map and contributed to enhancing the environment as well as the economy. That hasn't happened yet. But
no, I have questions. I have so many questions about the story. So.
Oh my goodness. This one that I was reading about, they were thinking of getting this big glacier from Antarctica all the way to the UAE and dragging it in a way that not even one bit of the ice melts.
It was so interesting because that went viral around the world, but it was actually a genuine project that they were considering.
Yeah. It's so interesting. But these concepts, right? It's like there's no such thing as a bad idea. You can have these ideas and then in time implement it as technology gets better. I don't know about the glacier one. Like honestly, that one's a little
let's leave the glaciers where they are, maybe.
Yeah, it's out of my mind to think about it. But for sure, this magnetic levitation train, that sounds super interesting. And something we're much more than capable of.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like it went viral for a reason, but it was a project that was in the conception stage and that has since been shelved. So we're not looking at it in the anytime future. What is more likely is driverless cars and driverless air transportation. How was that in the city?
Driverless and flying also. Like flying automobiles.
Air transportation, yeah.
Yeah. Man, I can't wait. Like we used to grow up just, dreaming of flying cars, and now we're at that phase when any time it's just going to be rolled out.
It's like Futurama, but we're here. Look at this. This is a very Futurama sofa, right? Did you watch Futurama?
I did, the cartoon.
Yeah. It was on right after Simpsons on Sky One. When you had your TV schedule growing up? Yeah. Simpsons, Futurama, Malcolm in the Middle. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh
Half
my
an hour
God.
each.
We had the best
Run to
cartoons.
the toilet during the break. You could pause the TV. Back in our day, guys, there was no pause on the telly.
Back in our day too. Like we grew up with TV as well.
I know, our day.
Our day.
You're in my generation.
I am. So mature that way.
Just not.
What?
No, you are mature. You're not in my generation. That's a good thing.
Speaking of generations.
Speaking of generations.